So we're on this path of priming our body to ensure that we're effectively metabolizing and detoxifying. These are two things that work together in conjunction. So much of the time we focus only on the eating. We forget about the movement piece, which is a huge thing. So remember, I told you guys, despite how you feel, movement is absolutely necessary for you guys to effectively allow for your body to have optimal metabolism and thereby allowing your body to detoxify properly so that you guys can promote health and wellness and vitality. All of those things are essential to living with lupus. So today I want to show you how to engage your core. Too often, most of us are sway backed, where we are hyper arched without lack of core awareness. So if you find yourself having a more arch, like an angle from your tailbone, or tailbone that sticks out like Donald Duck, then those are the people that I want you to focus on, pulling the tailbone slightly down. And when you pull it down, I don't want you to cinch up your glutes to pull them down like this, pulling it back like that, because that creates another problem. I want you to just pull it down and allow the low back lumbar structures to get lengthened. That allows for the nerve pathways to be able to innervate all the proper leg muscles for efficient contraction of our muscles. I have to tell you, I practiced yoga for a very long time and I failed to activate the muscles. So it wasn't until recently where I really learned how to move my body in ways where I was able to fire up enough nerve fibers to really elicit a response in my muscles. And so more muscles that I have, I find that I'm able to effectively balance my inflammatory processes so much better through the movement, and to go from painfully moving to really efficiently moving without pain. So I want you guys to get there as well. So let's talk a lot about the core. So the core is the tightening of the muscles that run beneath the rib cage all the way down to the top of your pelvis. And it's the muscle that allows for the navel to go towards the spine. So if you find yourself like pooched out when you activate your core, that means you're activating more of your rectus abdominis, which is our poochers, right? So that's not what we want. We want the muscles to be on the side, right? Side of our muscles to be able to really cinch in to provide you with this corset-like activation in your core. So I want you to keep that in mind, and I want you to understand that when your core is active, that your spine is able to be lengthened, and then that allows for proper alignment and movement to be activated into your muscles because we allow the nerve pathways to be free and clear from any obstruction, entrapment sites, what have you, structurally, right? Because you hear a lot about herniated discs and stenosis and degenerative disc disease and all kinds of things when it comes to your spine. So it's in your best interest to move in a way that's going to help you have longevity in your joints, because we don't want replacements, because that would be a hard thing to do. So what I want you to do is, let's just start out with your feet shoulder width apart. Place your pinky on top of your pelvis, right? You can feel the bony prominence, and then see if you can extend your thumb toward the bottom part of your ribs, right? And then when you inhale, see if you can inhale and arch your back and gaze up, and as you exhale, draw the navel into the spine and feel these muscles contract without going forward, right? So I'm going to show you guys sideways. So inhale and extend and exhale. Pull the ribs down. Really feel these muscles engage. It takes some practice, you guys, so you really have to do it mindfully. There's a lot of videos that I'll link to this video on our YouTube channel, of course, as well as on this Facebook feed, where I teach you on your back how to engage with the core. Today I want it to be more about engaging the core with the movement. So if you need to go back and review how to engage your core, please do so. That's so important if you want to regain mobility and movement and enhance your metabolism. So let's stand with feet about, I don't know, 3 feet apart. Bend your knees to where when you do bend it, you can see your toes. Knees should line up with the second toe, right? See if you can lift up your toes. And with that being said, bring your arms out to the side, right? Keeping this nice squat. See if you can extend your tailbone out like Donald Duck, and then exhale, tuck your tailbone under, right? Inhale and exhale. So I'm gonna show you sideways and see how like I arch my back and exhale. So gaze down at your feet, make sure everything is aligned. That's one way to really tune into your body, to know where your body is in space. And then extend your tailbone and exhale, tuck. You see, when I tuck, there's a lot of tightening into the front part of my hips that really challenges my flexibility into those hip capsules, right? And exhale. But see if you can engage your core, navel to the spine, and have your hands like poke through and make sure when you do tuck it forward that you feel your core active. Exhale, forward. Inhale up and exhale. So stay there. I'm going to turn again towards you and position myself. Arms out to the side. We're going to do a slight rotation to the left. Nothing else changes. You're moving from your obliques. So exhale to the left and back center. Exhale to the right and back center. Here's the thing with yoga and back. You can do the motion without engaging any of the muscles, or you can engage your muscles so much so that you really start to recruit the right muscles to make a drastic change in the way you look and the way you build your muscle and in the way you move. And the more you can engage your muscles, the more pain-free you can be. And back. So let's stay here. Let's raise our left arm up and back. But I don't want you to like shift your weight to the left when you do that. Just the arm up and over and exhale down. So I'm expanding the right side of my rib cage, and as I exhale, I'm cinching the right obliques down and really feeling that, right? Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale up and exhale. I know you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, my legs are so sore because you've been squatting. That's fine. Let's have our feet, left foot turn 45 degrees in, and then right foot is parallel to the side edge of your mat if you're working on top of the mat, and make sure that the heels line up, okay? Standing nice and tall, keep your pelvis level. This is called a triangle pose, right? Typically in yoga, what do? We really sink into one of our hips, like really translate the weight, and we hang on our bones. I have like no muscle activation here, and we just force ourselves into a stretch, right? That's not what we're going for. We're going to recruit our muscles when we do that. So keep your pelvis square towards the center. Arms down by your side. Lengthen up to the left. Lengthen down with the right. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. I'm trying so hard to put my left hip back, right hip forward, and really working from the core. Like I really have to think about recruiting my core muscles to enable this to happen. Inhale up. And exhale down. There's a smart way to exercise. Not all exercises are hard. So if you can just do this, really listen to me and activate your muscles in the right way, you don't have to work so hard. You can work efficiently and do as little as possible, and then you'll have the fun of really engaging with your bodies in ways you've never done before. So see if you can make that happen as you work with me. Pull up and back. Let's turn our right toes in, left foot out. So that left foot is now parallel with the side edge of the mat. Right toes are turned in. Arms out to the side. And I'm going to do the opposite. Right arm goes up toward the ceiling. Left arm stays down. Up and down. Up and down. 2, 3, again, a lot of core. 5, and my right hip is going back to keep my pelvis square towards the front. And a lot of obliques on the right side this time, right? 3, 2, and 1, and come back. Turn your toes forward, bend your knees, and see if you can walk your hands all the way down, and just allow your spine to just stretch down, and stretch the back of your legs here, and roll up nice and slow. I hope that helped you to tune in. It's all about awareness. It's all about tuning in. And I usually tell my students, less is always more. So that's the key thing with this. I hope you guys enjoyed the sequence and the Prime Your Body sequence. I'll see you guys next week.